The Colorado Rockies claim one of the wild card spots in last year's playoffs to face the Arizona Diamondbacks. They ultimately lost that one-game playoff because of their pitching. This offseason, the Rockies made moves to strengthen their bullpen in hopes to make a deeper run this October. The Rockies are 5-5, facing the last-place Padres tonight. Rockies down 1-0. Ian Desmond drives one to right center field. It clears the fence. Rockies tie this one up at 1. Top 4, 2 outs. Padres' Austin Hedges grounds one down the left field line into the corner. Freddie Galvis scores. Hedges ends up at second. Padres up 2-1. 2 batters later, the pitcher, Clayton Richard, up to bat. Who says pitchers can't hit? Clayton Richard drives one deep to right field into the second deck. A 3-run jack for the starting pitcher. Padres lead 5-1. Next batter, Carlos Asuaje drives one to right field. That one carries over the fence. Padres now lead 6-1. To the bottom half, Chris Sionetta with 2 on. He drives one deep center field. Rockies cut into the lead, down by 2. Bottom 6, Rockies down 3. Carlos Gonzalez goes the other way. Corey Spangenberg leaps, and it is in and out of the glove over the fence for a 2-run shot. It wouldn't be enough, though, as the Padres would go on to win 7-6. The Kansas City Royals off to a slow start this season, but they're getting some help from some former Chuckers. The Royals currently sitting at 2-4 this year. They take on the Seattle Mariners tonight. Kansas City with 6 former Chuckers on the 25-man roster this year. They're threatening in the bottom of the first. Former Chucker Mike Moustakas lines one into center field over the head of Dee Gordon, and this will roll all the way to the wall. John Jay and Whit Merrifield both score easily. Royals take a 2-0 lead. 2 batters later, Jorge Soler lines it back up the middle. Dee Gordon bobbles it. Moustakas in to score. Royals lead 3-0. To the bottom of the fourth, runners on the corners for Cam Gallagher. He lines one into the left field corner for a double. Cheslor Cuthbert scores. Royals take a commanding 6-0 lead. Bottom 8, Moustakas up again. He golfs the outside pitch to right center field. No one will catch this one. It is 10-0. The Royals improve to 3-4 on the year. Now, Idaho State football held its pro day this week. It was a closed pro day for 4 former Bengal players to show NFL scouts why they deserve a spot on the roster. One player in particular got invited to the NFL Combine, picked himself up an agent along the way, and spoke to the media about his journey. And what a journey it has been. Skylar Phillips was committed to play ball at Oregon State. The Beavers retracted their offer just 2 weeks before signing day, which is when Idaho State found Phillips and offered him a scholarship. He's gone from NCAA athlete to professional overnight, and he's finally getting used to it.
Coming to Idaho State, which no knocks against Idaho State, but I mean, we're FCS and we're not in Alabama or Florida, and so really thinking you're coming here that wouldn't be an option, but being able to compete at the Senior Bowl and at the Combine was crazy in itself, and training alongside Saquon Barkley, like who would think that would happen? And so it's been a crazy ride so far, but I mean, you really get used to it on the daily level, because as soon as I graduated and kind of moved away from Pocatello, it was like I wasn't the Idaho State football player anymore. It was like I was kind of a professional already, and so that transition happened really fast, and it was actually really seamless, which I didn't think would happen at all. And so I think they just did a really great job of prepping us and just putting us in the right mindset that we are professionals now and you're not college kids anymore.
Skylar Phillips was a 4-year starter. He earned 3rd-team All-American by the Associated Press and was 1st-team All-Conference. With all these successes, you'd think a combine wouldn't faze him, but he said the experience is like no other. And that's going to do it for sports. We'll be right back.
And now, Sportsline.
Welcome into Sportsline. I'm Mike Collette. Andrea Urban has the night off. The Idaho Falls Tigers are looking to clinch the #1 spot in the 4A classification if they earn a win today and one tomorrow. They will clinch first place with a victory tomorrow. Over to Melaleuca Field, where IF hosts Blackfoot. The Broncos are still in 3rd in the conference standings right now. We picked this one up in the bottom of the 3rd. Cannon Thompson lines one to right field. Dylan Lennon goes 1st to 3rd. Tigers are in business with 2 outs. Next batter, Payson Mills spikes one in the dirt. Here it is. It gets away from Emerson Stuckey. Lennon comes in to score. Tigers lead 1-0. Top four, bases loaded, 2 outs for the Broncos. Chase Turner chops one to short. It gets by into center field. Ethan Case scores. Here comes Caleb Wilson. Come on down, Caden Cornell. A 3-run double for Blackfoot. Bottom four, Tigers down 1. Jackson Sorensen dumps one into left. Jackson Madsen and Lennon both come in to score. IF wins it 5-4 in 11 innings. And now all the Tigers need is one more win for tomorrow. That number 1 spot for districts is in their reach. Bonneville on a 6-game winning streak, hosting the Madison Bobcats, who are looking for their second win of the season. Top of the first, Bees, Caden Christensen in some trouble, 2 on, no out. Andrew Gregensen lays down a bunt to Christensen. He fires to third to get the lead runner. Next batter, pitch gets by the catcher to the backstop. Both runners advance into scoring position. Next pitch, Moki Jensen grounds one to second. Matt Hansen comes in to score on the ground out. Bobcats lead 1-0. Bottom one, Randon Horstert comes up with a runner on third. He skies it to right. Diamond Hepworth camps under it for the catch. Brewer Webster scores. Bees tie it up at 1. Bottom of the second, runner on second for Webster. He reaches the outside pitch, drops a hit into left. Chase Muckleroy comes around to score. Bonneville wins 3-1. They would win game 2 of the doubleheader 8-1, running their win streak to 8. The Highland Rams host the Rigby Trojans in a 5A doubleheader. The Trojans sit 1 spot above the Rams in the conference standings with 4 league wins to Highland's 3. A win for the Rams could put them in front of Rigby. This is the first time of the season these two have faced each other. A doubleheader today, and then the Rams travel to Rigby tomorrow. It's 3-1 Rams in the top of the second. Highland's Grayson Hunt smacks one to left. The defender hustling, but he can't get there. Hunt with the double to start the inning off. Still the top of the second. Here we go. Top of the second, Sam Leday with a ground ball right up past the shortstop, bringing in 2 runs for the Rams. It's 5-1. Highland top of the third. Rigby has runners on the corners. Keegan Zundell drops one in. Come on down, Peyton Richardson. It's 5-2. Still top of the third. Freddie Shepard at bat. The wild pitch by Highland brings in a run for Rigby. It's 5-3 Ram. Let's continue with Shepard still batting, and it's another wild pitch. The second one of the inning. The Rams bring in another run, allow another run to score. It's 5-4 Highland. The Trojans had a solid inning in the top of the third. Seth Nate with the hit for Highland, but Rigby will knock out a double play. The Highland comes away with game 1, 9-5, the final. In game 2 of the doubleheader, Highland takes it 9-4 and moves up in front of Rigby in the standings. That'll do it for Sportsline. We'll be right back.